Next team, we have the U.
Big boy, Jake Gluck. First time captain.
It showed a rookie mistake. I'm going to
Yeah.
say it. I'm going to say he made a rookie mistake.
I'm going to say he made a rookie mistake for one reason and one reason only, because I, before the draft, reached out to Meyer Casson and I said, Meyer, you think I have a shot at you at 8? You think I should take you at 9? I might not have a quarterback. I don't know what's going to happen. I want more of a top-tier quarterback that's played in the league for a while, that can play two ways, that has that offensive mind that I'm looking for. And Meyer's like, dude, this year's stacked. If you take me before the 3rd round, you're a reach. Like, he was telling me that. So when I heard Gluck was going for Meyer, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of hyped.
Dude, I
was kind of hyped because then that means that leaves me open for more
in his defense,
options.
can we talk about how it happened? I want to talk about how it happened. In my opinion, here's what happened. Okay, a guy like Gluck did not think there's any scenario where Zachary Sitchin was going to be on board ever. I think he marked it off, and he was thinking about Burnett or Meyer Casson. And in that scenario, there was trades that were being discussed.
Wait, you're telling me Jake took Meyer over Zachy?
I was the next pick, and I was
what?
Like what? So I was the next.
Listen, me and Jake are really good friends, and I know he's an amazing businessman, a really smart individual. But that is unexcusable.
I'll talk about what happened behind the scenes. I had a trade offer with Gluck. It was a conditional trade.
Apparently you fucked.
I did not. That's not what happened. And anyone knows in the situation, but it's not. The trade, what it was is that if Ellie Burnett or whatever situation was available there, we had a pre-existing trade. Once Menachem Lieberman was off the board, the trade didn't exist. There was more that we thought if Zachary Sitchin went 3, because we knew that Pinnacle was taking Burnett at 2. We thought that at number 3, Eddie wasn't going to go Lieberman, he would go Zachary Sitchin, which, by the way, he has at the end. How did I like that? I thought Lieberman would be there at 4. I had a conditional trade with him that if Lieberman's there at 4, I'm trading the house. And I'm getting Lieberman. So I ended up with, by the way. And I think that he didn't expect this situation, and then all of a sudden he's just sitting there. And I think he completely forgot about the fact that Zachary Sitchin exists and was on the board. And he's like, okay, Jack, this guy, and he's like, okay, I'm just going to go with Meyer. And then everyone's like, wait, whoa, I don't think people realize. So that's what happened. It was a mistake. Let's read through the team and then you could dive in, okay?
Okay.
So you got Meyer Casson. They got a stud of a player in Morty Burnett.
Unbelievable.
Jake Gluck, Mo Smecky, Ben Hamu, Shmooey, Charlie Bacon, Jacob Escava. I mean, as I'm reading this, I'm just going like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know, the show's not there for me. Before we even, I'm going to let you dive in. Before we even discuss, we'll give the ratings at the end. What do you say?
So, I want to say that Ellie Burnett texted me after my first pick when I took Menachem Dubin. He's like, you took Dubin over Morty? What are you, nuts?
I agree to that.
So, will you agree with me taking Dubin, or you agree that I should have taken Morty?
I think Morty's more, in this type of a league, I think Morty's more explosive, and he's a toy that you could use in a lot of different ways.
Correct.
I think that he could be very useful. It's kind of like a Sammy Shrekky, but not as old and more young and still. I'm not saying Sammy's old, but I just feel like he's not as fresh and polished as he used to be.
Morty is
a fresh toy.
Nah, he's a freak. He's a freak utility piece. He's everything. He's everything you want in a player, a teammate, and he's going to be a stud.
They have an explosive number 1. They have Morty Burnett, but now look at the rest of their receivers. They have Moses Smecky and Ben Hammond. It's, once again, not a bad receiver.
Okay. I love Smecky. The kid's 7 feet tall.
I like him too.
You're not. The kid is a monster. He is an absolute monster. Meyer's going to love throwing him the ball. I think that this team is a mid-team. I think that overall, when you're looking at their roster, Ben Hamu's a great pickup, a ball hawk on defense.
He's a good defensive
He's got
player.
great hands. Also, he is maybe you go into the Wildcat with a guy like that. I know he really wants to play quarterback this year.
Yeah. And then you got Shmooey.
You got Shmooey.
Solid option on the line.
They got Jacob Scava, which is what's his name?
Michael
Scava's brother. So if he pans out to be anything like his brother, that's a steal.
Correct.
Steal in the last round.
I reached out to Mike before the draft.
And they have Shua King. They have Shua King. No, I'm sorry. They don't have Shua King. They have Shmooey at O-line, which is, I think, also a great pick. I think that was a steal where they got him.
They got him at 45, which was just
it was a great pickup, and I believe wasn't he on Meyer's team last year? Yeah. So they have good chemistry. I think this team is a mid team. I would put them at like the 5th the best team.
So 3rd the worst.
Yes.
3rd the worst.
Yeah.
It's a nice way of phrasing it. 5th the best. Like, okay, you're 3rd the worst.
3rd the worst.
So you're not the trash, but like you're 3rd the worst.
Sorry, Meyer.
So, here's my opinion on this team. Meyer Casson.
Oh, how do you say it? Something like that. Go get your glasses. Yeah.
In my opinion, this is the most Meyer Casson team that let's just think back all the years. Meyer Casson always has Twin Towers as his line. It goes back to days 5 years ago of Alan Mustafi and Fox. It goes back to days of having Jake Luck and Yardanes.
Yep.
And it goes back to days of last year having Shmooey, and they had another big guy last year. I forgot who it was.
They had Zabidi.
Sabine. He just likes having big boys on the line.
Defensive coordinator.
And then Meyer also likes having a toy Sammy Schreck, who has Morty Burnett. This is the most Meyer team of all time. He did get an upgrade, and I do know that Morty Burnett is the famous video. We have to find that video. The famous video of Morty Burnett getting a touchdown over Meyer in the championship.
Yeah.
And going like this to him. He's too small. And Meyer so Meyer at 13, I was like, all right, he's skipping over Sammy and going 13. He's going with him. It wasn't even a question in my mind. I'm like, he needs to have this guy on his team. Like, he got burnt by him. He likes this guy. They have good players. The problem is that I just think that the league is too stacked, and they need a little more. You know, they could be fighting for a playoff spot.
There's one thing I've learned in my years playing against Meyer Casson is that you definitely never count them out.
Never.
So I think that they have a fighting chance. I think that they're a very solid team. Like I said, I think that they are the 5th to best or 3rd to worst, as you'd like to put it.
Yep.
And I'm excited to see how Jay captains this team. I think he's going to be a great captain. I think his draft was a little botched.
5th is the 4th to worst. 4th to worst. You have 3 teams under them? In my opinion, I'm going to work from the back because that's how I like to do it.
Yeah.
They are the 2nd to worst. There is Simple Gold, there is that. That's my opinion. You could not put a number, but I want to know your number.
I think that they're 3rd.
So 3rd to worst.
Yeah.
So there's one more team in between the
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the 6th, the best team in the league, as you want to put it. The 3rd to worst for you.
Mid.
In my opinion, they're 7 overall, and they are what's called. I think they have a solid team in Meyer Casson. I think, by the way, here's the hope for this team. Meyer Casson. I think last year, if we watched week before preseason at the ratings, and honestly, I think every DFL year ever, Meyer Casson's always from the worst teams rated before, and then but then all of a sudden, like Eddie Casson comes out of nowhere and puts up 40, like 40 touchdowns. And then he just has guys that go off, and he proves the haters wrong. That is what I will say about Meyer Casson. So this is a 7, meaning when I say 7 and there's 8, an 8, like a Simple Gold 8, is an 8 with no potential. This is a 7, but there's potential. But there's still 7. That is what I would say on this team. I'm going to cut it.